Happy Tuesday, patients and fam. Hope you guys are all having a great and blessed day. Had a great weekend of planning down in Florida. Back to it at the office this week. Things are going well at the office. Want to tell you guys a testimony. I had a patient come in yesterday. It's just a great opportunity to kind of teach her. And she had been a patient for a while, but her husband's been kind of dragging his feet a little bit about coming to the office. And I told her about the story because he has this sinus and allergy type stuff, but he also has hearing loss, nerve damage. And his wife's been trying to get him to come in for a long time, and he just won't budge. Well, I told her a story yesterday about a patient that's been coming for 16 years, April. Her dad's actually a preacher here in town. And about 16 years ago, I went and met with him because I didn't know anybody in town. So I just started meeting with people like crazy. And I go over to the pastor's office, and he's got all these books in there. So a couple weeks later, I bring him back one of my favorite books called Body by God, and talked to him and said, hey, look, God designed us a certain way, and the body's supposed to be able to heal. But if it's not able to heal, there's something that's blocking that. And, he's pretty fascinated by the whole thing. And he's like, yeah, he goes, I'll ever let you know if maybe sometime you can come speak over to my church. And so one Tuesday he calls me up, and he says, hey, you should come tomorrow night and speak to the church. I have to go out of town unexpectedly. And I was scared to death. A Catholic boy from the Midwest, had no clue about the Baptist church down here. And he asked me to come, but I went. And I was glad I did, but I was really super nervous. But I went, and all I did was tell my story. And some of you guys have heard my story. My story is I had asthma, allergies, headaches, stomach ulcers, and digestive problems. Every time that I would go to the doctor, there would be another problem, another drug. I was taking 4 different medications by the time I was 21 years old. And my academic advisor at University of Iowa said to me, she said, you should go see my chiropractor. And I thought she was out of her mind because I thought chiropractic was only neck pain and back pain. And she says, listen, she goes, 99% of chiropractors work with neck pain and back pain, and they're pretty good with it. But there's 1% of chiropractors that work with the healing power that God put inside your body. That's why I want you to go see. So I actually went and had all this testing done, found out that I had massive pressure on my nerve system. So if you guys, just a brief anatomy lesson, the brain controls everything. It controls all healing, all functions of your body. But the brain, in order to heal, has to be able to send messages down through the spinal cord, out the nerves to all your organs, cells, and tissues. So sure enough, I went, they showed me that. They said, listen, if we can free up the nerve system, the body will be able to heal. So I started getting adjusted. My asthma, allergies, headaches started healing. Well, I told that story at the church, and the pastor's daughter, actually 25-year-old daughter, she walked around the corner after I was done, and she said, maybe this can help me. And so her and her husband were standing there. And so she came in, and I did testing on her, and we found pressure. And then the next day I had a chance to adjust her. And when I went and adjusted her, she went out to the car. She tells the story better than I do. Maybe I'll have her on here sometime. She goes out to the car, and she calls her mom, and she's crying because she's like, that chiropractor, something's wrong. He messed up. He broke me. He did something to me that I don't know what it is. And what it was is that not only did she have the asthma, allergy type stuff, sinus stuff, but she had been given a hearing aid 2 years prior to that. She's a school teacher. She couldn't hear the middle range of the kids. And so they put this hearing aid in there because they told her, you have 75% nerve damage that's never going to come back, and you need to wear this hearing aid. And so sure enough, she went in the car while she's talking to her mom. She went up, she grabbed this out of her ear, and she took her hearing aid out, and she hasn't worn it in about 15 or 16 years. She hasn't needed it because that day, with just one adjustment, it restored hearing to her body. Now, I want you guys to slow down. I didn't heal her. Okay. Her body healed itself. What was wrong was that there was pressure on the nerve system. Think of it like a garden hose going to your garden. If there's a kink in the hose, the water can't get there. There was pressure on the nerve system that was allowing her hearing to dwindle. And when I adjusted her one time, she took that thing out. And so now we see her as a maintenance, her whole family, all the kids, grandpa and grandma. I mean, it's fascinating to see the whole family. They come in almost every Monday night. And they do just because they want to maintain and never go backwards. But I started telling this lady yesterday that story, and she's like, oh my gosh. She goes, not only does my husband have the sinus allergy stuff, he also has the hearing issues, but they told him it's nerve damage that he's never going to get back. And so I said to her, listen, I would be more than happy to send the story to him, but he just needs to come in and get it checked up. So what I love about this is that we also had a patient come in yesterday. She had trigeminal neuralgia. And so she had face pain. and she had like $500 shots sitting in her fridge that she was getting ready to take. But through adjustments were allowed to take the pressure off, and her trigeminal nerve pain is completely gone. And the thing that fascinates me is when you go back to doctors and tell them that these things happened, they're like, I don't even get how that works. And the thing is, they don't have to, because in that medical model, because I have plenty of friends over here in this medical model, in the medical model, it's all about treating your symptoms. And if you treat symptoms, you can't fix the actual issues. But if you go to the cause of the issue of why it was there in the first place, then and remove that cause, then the body will be able to do whatever it was designed to do and how it was designed to do it. So I pray for you guys today that as a nation, obviously we need to get to the cause of the issues. I'm thinking bigger now of everything that's going on out there. But from a personal level, if you're having the aches, the pains, the problems, you name it, just let us know. Let us know what we can do to help you out. And just text the word consult to our office, 704-540-0055. If we can do anything to help you out, let us know. Love and appreciate every single one of you guys. If you're a patient, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we're doing life together. But I want you guys to know this is a type of message that you need to share with your friends. If you know somebody that's having face pain or hearing issues or headaches or sinus or allergy stuff, this is the same neurology or nerve system at the top that needs to be addressed. So hope you guys all have a blessed Tuesday. We'll talk to you and see you guys soon.